from outer space, created by the Martians to destroy the human race. The FBI is helpless, its 20 stories tall. What can we do? Who can we call? Call for war. The ape man. Call for war. The ape man. Faster than a rocket, faster than a jet. He's a mighty robot. He's the one to get. Call for war. The ape man. Quick, call for war. The mightiest forever.
Hey everyone, come on in. Come on in, make yourself comfortable. As always, I hope you're sitting down in your comfy chair. Maybe you're at that coffee house that you like. Maybe you're at your kitchen table. Maybe you just went to your Keurig machine and you got that steaming hot cup of coffee, because we are still in winter. Maybe where you're at, like me, it's south and it's not so cold, but everyone enjoys a nice warm caffeinated beverage. Maybe it's tea, maybe it's just hot cocoa. But whatever it is, slide up in that chair, like I said. Have a nice tasty snack in hand, because we always want to get a little bit of energy going, some caffeine and some calories to burn, some carbs, Even though we're sitting down, we're excited, because the best part of your day is now, when you get to see some of the most amazing toys on the planet. And I mean, am I being hyperbolic by saying that? No, it's true. These are some of the most amazing toys you will ever see anywhere, period, bar none. That's my tagline, right? And before I get started with describing this amazing toy, take a second to subscribe. You'll be glad you did. And YouTube loves when I say that, by the way. It really, the algorithms really favor those creators that say, please subscribe to the channel. So you'll be doing your part. YouTube is happy that way. And it's a win-win for everybody involved. So now that you're comfortably ensconced and you're waiting to see what the heck I'm going to say about this toy, and by now you've also seen those two very cool opening introductory scenes to Ape Man, the cyborg superhero. Reminds me of Iron Man. And you know what? This toy is like Iron Man 2. Do you guys and gals, did you see Iron Man 2? Do you remember? He was at the Monaco Grand Prix. Monaco, what a country, right? It's in the south of France, and it's a haven for billionaires that don't want to pay European taxes. You gotta love this country, Monaco. It's like, what do we have in the Caribbean? What's that, the Cayman Islands, right? We have all these tax havens. Remember the Panama Papers? All this stuff was exposed. It's funny, but anyway. So Tony Stark was racing his Grand Prix, right? That was a Grand Prix racer. And that's when was it Whiplash, the guy? The Russian guy. And I don't want to get into the war. I may, I'm actually educated in that. That was my field of study. That's what I have my degree in. And I took a lot of international relations classes. So, despite listening to some of these YouTubers, that was actually something that was a passion of mine. But I don't want to get into it now. Maybe with another toy I will, because I feel it is important to discuss some of these things, but not in a way that's going to polarize and possibly even get you censored, right? So anyway, in that movie, Tony Stark was racing his car for his reasons. He had his own personal reasons for doing it. And I think of Ape Man. Now, in this particular case, maybe this was his crime-fighting vehicle. It could be. Who knows? Because it's not really specified. And in the box, this beautiful box. I mean, where do you start with this toy? I've only seen I think one or two examples for sale. I've never seen this box. So when the opportunity presented itself, I said, it's very pricey. So I had to think about it for a nanosecond, and then I said, let's do it. And what a box it is. And by the way, if you're wondering, this is a massive toy. This box is like a whopper. It takes two hands. It's 16 inches. 16 inches of goodness. My goodness. It's goodness. Let me back the car up. I know Josh always says, use two hands to handle the box. In this case, I have to. It's too damn big. But you know what? Thank God it's not tall, it's narrow, so I can kind of fit all of it in frame. Look at this sense of speed on 8-Man. 8-Man, again, is a cyborg, so sort of like a robot. Cyborg, part human, part robot. Now, not only does the artist depict the sense of speed with this beautiful artwork, the coloring is fantastic. Is this comic book, to you or what? I mean, to me, it's unbelievable. Look at the lug nuts on the wheels. That is a nice attention to detail. I think they look absolutely beautiful. I mean, I kind of pick up on that stuff because it's just as a car guy too. I love that. And look, I'm not like steeped in the 8-Man lore, so I don't know who's that driving. I'm assuming that's oh, no. That's, like he transforms. You remember the introduction. He just kind of like flipped the switch and go from looking human to looking robotic in his superhero costume. Look at the also, you got that like coil over double wishbone suspension that I have in my Piranha and probably my Lexus too. And there's your Japanese logo in the kanji, and here's your Yonezawa. So I've never seen this box before. Have you? If you have, let me know, because it is a absolutely spectacular box. There's some more. So for those of you that know Japanese, you might be able to decipher this for our audience. And it was item number 746 in the Yonezawa catalog. Could be 746 in the character area. Be interesting to know. But man, this is some beautiful, beautiful graphics. I have also the real original 8-Man robot toy. And I actually also have the black and the regular reproduction, but I have the original one. I just haven't unpacked it yet. I'd have to unpack it to repack it. So it's on the to-do list. So here he is cruising by. We're assuming he's going to the scene of the crime to stop some villainous person or some rampaging monster. Here's your beautiful end panel. And the side panels are the same. So now let me get this gargantuan car back here in frame. Man, I feel like I need to lift weights to handle this toy. It's so freaking big. And this thing is going to take up a lot of room. I think they made a Batman car and other superhero cars with this. I had the opportunity to get the Batman car box, but man, I should have done it. I should have grabbed it. Well, coulda, woulda, shoulda, Anyway, so this beautiful, ginormous car. How big is the, well, if I take my tape measure off my base, it might make my phone fall off. I don't want to do that. I'm actually looking at investing in a camera. I've talked to my buddy Jeremy about this. I actually have enough points with my Amex to get a nice high-end camera, so I don't have to use this stupid phone much longer. But then I got to get the tripod. I don't know. Everything has its, not that the tripod's a problem, but like getting the angle, where to shoot. Then you need kind of a location. Anyway, in the meantime, here's this cool cockpit. Very detailed. He's tin-bodied, which is nice, but the head is vinyl. I probably should lift the camera up, but I don't think it's not worth it. You know what, let me just try to zoom in. That might be better. All right, so there you can see the tin body there. Beautiful tin body. Let me get more of the cockpit this way. So it's very, very detailed in there. A lot of gauges. Nice steering wheel. Metal arms. And let me zoom back out here. I love these cameras that, like the Technology has the facial recognition. So I see the little squares. So you have the 8-Man, and this is the reproduction that they made limited edition with the black uniform, which is kind of cool. I have that one. I like that. Even it was made in China, but it's still pretty cool. Back here you have his humanoid form and the Yonezawa logo. These, I don't know if they're like exhaust ports. They're actually molded in, pressed into the tin so they stick out, which I like. It's a nice attention to detail. Here's your wheels. I wish they would have put those lug nuts in the wheels. Something about lug nuts to me look really cool, very industrial. Here's your vented roof, right? That's always cool. There's your 8 too. I mean, what other number would he have besides the 8, right? What other number would 8-Man have? Here's the side profile. And that looks like his lovely girlfriend. Because cyborgs need love too, kind of like Blade Runner. All right, so what does the toy do? Well, as you would expect, a car, a Grand Prix racer, it zooms like this. And he goes really far. Of course, I am not running it really because I got to keep it on camera. And you can hear the sound is really nice. How awesome is that, man? That is so freaking cool. Anyway, my friends, that is your 8-man open wheel Grand Prix style race car. Remember, this is a 60s toy, and this is what those race cars look like back then. And I think that was probably the most beautiful style of the open wheel racers. You know, that's why like these old Ferraris that look like this are worth boatloads of money. You know, this was kind of like the iconic style. Not that the new ones aren't cool, but they're very like, you know, kind of like aerodynamic, futuristic. I like this classic look. Anyway, let me know what you think of this toy. And the box, if you've seen it before. I'm always interested if these toys are something that is, you know, I'm like just not the only one that has seen them or is familiar with them. If you're aware of this, let me know. Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen it at auction. I have a friend that owns one. You know, just so I know if there's others out there. I mean, just even from a cataloging or historic perspective, you know, like we have to have some kind of registry at some point. When I get my museum open, that's what I think I'll do is start some type of website. In other words, like, you know how you have a Shelby car and they have the Shelby registry and everyone registers. That's what we need, like a registry for like the super duper rare toys. So we know what's out there. I mean, just to kind of have it on record, right? So that if something happens, people know what's, you know, what's available, if nothing else. I mean, just what exists. I think from, you know, historic perspective, it would be nice. But anyway, thanks as always for your time. It's greatly appreciated. I know this video ran a little bit longer than I wanted to, but you know something? This toy, as with a lot of my toys, they're so freaking rare that you just never get the opportunity to see stuff like this, and you may never see it again. So enjoy it. Again, I appreciate your time. And a final reminder, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let your friends know. Share the video on other platforms. That would also greatly help those dreaded algorithms. And, you know, don't forget to thumb it up. And leave a remark, you know, answer my questions if you can, or just let me know what you think. And with that, you know, always stay tuned for the next round of videos. And I will talk to you later.